watching Poindexter Lounge. You already know. You're watching Poindexter Lounge for the unity.
Yep. It's not a hoax, not a fabrication of someone's ideas. No, folks, we have entered full-on stupidity. Welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, and it is good to have you with me in the lounge tonight, although I am disturbed by the reasons that bring us together. But hey, if this is your first time to the lounge, just know that the Poindexter Lounge is a place for nerds. It's a place where you and me and my crew, meaning all of you, our nerd family, can get together and talk about the things that we love. Things like TV shows, movies, games, sci-fi, fantasy, comic books, superheroes, toys. Toys. I've got toys to talk about. I was going to do a toy review tonight and so much more. But this came up. But if those are things that get you excited, if those are things that motivate you, get you going, then please hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell, and make sure that you hit that like button while you're here, and that way YouTube knows about it and tells somebody else that they should be here as well. Now, yeah, folks, you saw the thumbnail. You saw correctly. It's something now that apparently Henry Cavill is they're trying to cancel Henry Cavill because he used to date Gina Carano. First of all, thank you to everyone who is sticking with us. Obviously, this is a different setup that I got right here, right now. A lot of you know my laptop actually died the other day, and so we're using some stuff here in the meantime. We're going to get a new computer and get things going. But thank you for bearing with us, right? Because we're running a skeleton crew kind of here, so the sound isn't going to be great and everything isn't working right or whatever. StreamYard is weird to do this on this iPad, but thank you for sticking with us. But you read right. When I saw this, I thought, no, that's ridiculous. Why would they try to cancel Henry just because he dated Gina Carano like almost 10 years ago? Like literally like 8, 9, 10 years ago, he dated Gina Carano for a while. And now, because of the controversy with Gina Carano being fired from The Mandalorian, now, apparently, this is problematic. This is an issue, right? Because God forbid somebody dated somebody in their past that did something wrong, that automatically vilifies you. Plus, right now, we know that we are building into the release of Zack Snyder's Justice League. And we know that there are a lot of positive things that are coming out about Zack Snyder's Justice League. And there will continue to be more positive things that come out about Zack Snyder's Justice League. But there is going to be this segment of people, and there is this segment of people who just hate Zack Snyder. They hate the idea of this man's Superman. I have had to deal with some people this week, reading comments, reading things, people sending me DMs, people commenting on things, talking about Henry Cavill. They hate Henry Cavill. And of course, with the new Superman show coming up and being on this week, well, then all the comparisons have started. right? All the comparisons have started because we got to compare. We can't just like stuff anymore. You know, we can't just have a version of Superman over here and a version of Superman over here and say, hey, I like the things about this Superman. And hey, I like the things about this Superman. It's crazy. A couple things I want to do real quick. Obviously, we're always grateful to all of our Patreon supporters. Thank you guys to all of our patrons who help keep the lights on around here and do that. But also, I want to welcome, because we have brand new members that joined this last day. So we got Zod Rider, our good friend Zod Rider. He's now a member. We got G Boats Pop Vinyl down there, right there in that middle row. We also have over on that right-hand row, we have Chin Finn. And right below that, we got Street Corner Becky. And Street Corner Becky has a channel. Go subscribe to Street Corner Becky. Street Corner Becky became our second full Poindexter member here at the channel, meaning they will get a free t-shirt every month that they are a member. So there you go. I want to read you an article. This is on a few different places. And at first I thought that this was ridiculous, but then I did a little research tonight and I realized that it was true. So this is from the Epic Stream article. This is fans try to cancel Henry Cavill after learning that he and Gina Carano used to date. Oh, God forbid. I'm going to do that. Former The Mandalorian star Gina Carano has definitely become one of Hollywood's most polarizing actors, and seemingly everything she does and says instantly becomes newsworthy to the eyes of her critics. Now, you guys know that I have not really gotten into this whole thing, this whole mess with Gina Carano. Look, you either like her or you don't. I liked her on the show. If you don't like her politics, you know, that's fine. I totally understand that. Everybody's got their own politics. Everybody's got their own point of view when it comes to life and other things. But, you know, I've kind of stated over and over again, I just really don't care about that. That's not my thing, you know. I just want to watch the show. But yes, everyone is, and we just did a 2 cents on nonsense tonight about the fact that the fandom menace is absolutely using her now. They're using her name. They are trying to use her to make their points, right? And look, it's gotten out of hand. It really has. I want to say hello to everybody. You know what, Saggy? I'm going to try to send you an invite to this. I'm going to try to do this. And we'll see if it works. If you want to join me, because I would love to get your thoughts on this, and seeing you here would be cool. So let me. I don't know if I can do this. Yes. But I'm just curious what you guys think of this. I mean, is this? I'm not crazy, right? This is stupid. This is just dumb at this point. Here we go. I got it now. Ha ha ha. Oops. There you go. Nicotina in the house as well. Maybe I can send it to you if you're interested. I'm going to try to do this, guys. I'm running on this skeleton crew of a thing here, but we shall see. All right. So back to the article. Gina Carano. Here we go. And she's here. Let's see if I can add her to the stream. Hello, are you there, Saggy?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind it.
What's up?
Hey, I'm working it. I'm trying to make this thing happen still.
No, you're doing good. I didn't even know. I was about to say, is your laptop back, or this is on your phone?
No, this is I got an iPad and I'm trying to make it work for now. So far so good.
Yeah, it looks great.
You were able to come in. We're so far so good. All right. So So here we got Gina Carano. Everything she does is just being, scrutinized. And then it says the ex Cara Dune actress has once again been making headlines after she was unceremoniously fired by Lucasfilm over her social media behavior. Now that all that is said and done, some fans are still trying to rain on the former mixed martial arts fighters parade for some reason, even though they finally got what they wanted. Recently, people dragged Gina's The Mandalorian co-star Pedro Pascal and have been demanding Disney to oust the actor from the Star Wars universe. They just want everybody's head, man. And then it says, you thought that was crazy. Now, this is obviously, this article has a slant to it, and I recognize that, but I'm just reading the article to you guys. It says, you thought that was crazy. In an even wilder turn of events, social media is trying to cancel Man of Steel star Henry Cavill after some fans learned that he used to date Gina, God forbid. To those unaware, the two had an on and off relationship that lasted for about a year. And considering social media is all over Carano these days, Henry isn't safe from criticism. Check out the reactions here. Then I saw this piece of garbage. Hey guys, remember when Henry Cavill and Gina Carano dated? Now, if you guys watch The Boys at all, you know that these two characters are portrayed as basically white supremacists, like literally Nazi garbage white supremacists, literally want to eliminate any person of color, think that the white race is should control everything. And this is what they are comparing Henry Cavill and Gina Carano's relationship to. Really? Really? This is what you think of Henry Cavill Twitter. Okay, and then it goes on because there's more. Like here's some other people. Just remembered Henry Cavill was in a relationship with Gina Carano, and now I'm scared. Of what? It was literally 10 years ago. Here's somebody else. Can't wait for the day that Henry Cavill decides to star along Gina Carano in the upcoming Ben Shapiro movie. This world is a joke. Cancel Henry Cavill. Cancel Disney Plus. Fire Gina Carano. And then again, Henry Cavill dated Gina Carano. You know what that means. Cancel Henry Cavill. Cancel Disney Plus. Fire Gina Carano. And then the article ends with another tweet. It says, sure hope Henry Cavill and Gina Carano broke up because of all her reactionary stuff came to light. Okay, so 10 years ago, apparently. Yep. Then it says, then the person writing the article says, honestly, I'm starting to get sick and tired of this pack mentality by some fans who are trying to cancel a celebrity over a pretty petty reason. I mean, come on, it doesn't just take a genius to realize how pointless it is to drag someone who isn't involved in the issue. While I believe that Cavill is the last person to worry about cancel culture, it's still unfair on his part. This ridiculousness totally needs to stop. And then, of course, he's set to appear in Justice League. But, here they are together.
Ooh, they look good together. Look at Gina.
Well,
dang.
Well, Saggy, a lot of people have said that she would have made a great Wonder Woman.
She would have.
She's got the look, she's got the build for a comic book accurate Wonder Woman. So that would have been fine. But obviously now she's in all this hot water, and people either love her or they hate her on both sides, or they're trying to use her. They're trying to use her for their own gain.
It's all around. It's all around, Enosh. And this is a weird week for celebrities. They're going back after Robert Downey Jr. too, and I'm just sitting there like, what is wrong with this world? Like, this is what we've come to, where we're so worried about who people dated that now we have to cancel him because he dated someone they didn't like recently when they dated like years ago. And Henry's probably looking at his computer screen, like rolling his eyes like, okay, and I don't know, it's just stupid. It's the most dumbest thing, and this is very problematic now.
I tell you, Saggy, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking about all the people that I've dated. And
I'm
I'm
sorry.
like, good Lord, God forbid somebody finds somebody that I used to date who has something either negative to say about me or did something really stupid. Because I dated, I'll be honest with you, some stupid people.
Dang, cancel Enosh. He dated stupid people, y'all.
Just saying. Rush here says Gina would have been an amazing big Barda.
Ooh.
I agree with that. That would have been that's a deep cut. That's good. Yeah, Kinky. It's a late night stream because like I said, I was just gonna make a little video because I can record videos. So I was gonna make a little video, open up a couple of toys, do a little thing here, and then I saw that and I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. Music Man. Yes, absolutely. Silence says, was this an accident? Or you mean like that I posted I'm gonna be streaming? No, man, I just can't believe that. And here, George, you're absolutely right. I don't see this affecting Henry at all. But I'm done with this. I've tried to remain silent and quiet about this whole Gina Carano thing because I really don't care. In fact, you know what? This video almost was a pre-recorded video where I just brought that up and just said, and I don't care. Poindexter Lounge. Like that was just going to be it. Because this is just dumb. This is just dumb.
Yeah.
We're going to hold people responsible now for people that, they dated 10 years ago. I mean, do you have anybody that you dated that did anything stupid?
Oh yeah, my ex-husband. No one's gonna judge and cancel me for what my ex-husband does. I'll tell you that much. They could try. Good luck with that.
I'm just saying there are things that people do that they should be held accountable for. Okay. And I'm totally down with that. Like if somebody's actively doing something or somebody is unapologetically doing something that is blatantly and obviously wrong, I'm not saying cancel them. I mean, I hate that term, canceling, right? I've been told that I'm part of cancel culture, Saggy, over the last few months because I stood with Ray Fisher. Because I stood with Ray and I did that, somehow I was part of this cancel culture that was just going after people because I felt like Jeff Johns should be held responsible. I felt like Toby Emmerich should be held responsible. I felt like, Walter Hamada should be held responsible. And I definitely feel like Joss Whedon should be held responsible. And John Berg. Those guys made decisions that affected people's real lives, and they are unapologetic about it. And in fact, trying to dodge the situation.
Right. I mean, did you want them fired though? What did you want when you said when you say take responsibility? What do you want as far as responsibility? Them to just acknowledge what they did and apologize?
Yes, I wanted them to acknowledge what they did. I wanted them, just like what Ray Fisher said, I wanted them to acknowledge what they did. I wanted them to apologize for what they did to the people that they affected.
But not fired.
Or allowed to be affected.
But not fired.
Like,
well, there you go.
My thing is if they're going to continue down that route, then yes, they should be removed. If literally Joss Whedon is unapologetic about the fact that he treated women like garbage, and literally there was a 15-year-old on the set of Buffy the Vampire Slayer that the whole crew and all of the cast had a thing where they said, do not leave Joss alone in a room with Michelle. That's a problem.
Right, of course.
Okay. And if you're unapologetic about that and you don't want to admit your wrongs, then yes, I don't want you directing Batgirl.
Right.
So yeah, get that guy out of there. If you fostered an environment during the Justice League thing, or afterwards, even, where you fostered an environment that allowed people to be, just treated in horrible ways, and you're unapologetic about it, yeah, I don't want you. I don't care how talented you are. I don't care how storied you are in the pantheons of comics, Jeff Johns. Yeah, then I want you gone. Because I don't want to go to the movie. It's the same thing that I've talked about the Flash movie coming up, that it's like it's got Walter Hamada involved, it's got Jeff Johns involved. And the problem is I'm going to go see that movie, and no matter how good it is, I'm going to be thinking about that. And it's that, I mean, like, even watching the Superman show this week, Jeff Johns was involved in that, and they had a whole half-hour show afterwards that Jeff Johns keeps popping up talking about Superman and what kind of person Superman is. And I'm sitting there thinking, yet you allowed people to be treated in horrible ways. You shouldn't be anywhere near Superman. You shouldn't be anywhere near a character like that. But I don't think that people should just be canceled just because they made a mistake. And what I see a lot of times is that something happens that happened way in the past. The people come out and they say, look, that was in the past. People change. People change.
Right.
And their opinions change because they grow. I mean, thank God that there are people like that, right? That grow and learn from their mistakes. So no, I don't think we should hold those people responsible or hold them to the chopping block when they're literally willing to come forward and say, look, I messed up. And I lay my life now down at the the feet of the general public, and I say, I am sorry. That goes a long ways. Music Man, you're right. Yeah, I in my research I saw that it was on We Got This Covered as well. But this was something that was going around. People were tweeting this. People were trying to get this started to cancel Henry Cavill.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I love your comment here, Saggy.
It's true. I'm sad. I'm on him canceled because he didn't date me first. Like, Henry, what's up? We play video games. I play Overwatch. I can get down with you. He does. He plays Overwatch, which is so adorable.
My camera?
I think your camera's good considering it's on an iPad.
It's pretty clear. I mean, it's a little yellow, but...
yeah, but it's not bad.
Yeah,
we'll works. Get there. It works. But yeah, no, I agree with you 100%. I think with Gina, I empathize with her because I'm also someone who has said some pretty nasty things that if I was a famous person and that came out, I would definitely couldn't even deny being fired for. So I feel like there's I've obviously apologized for the things I've said before at the time, but I empathize with her because, again, you can say some things that are ignorant. And the issue is that I hear a lot of people say she didn't apologize for it. I'm like, but, I don't think what she said or did was as crazy as most people made it sound. Like the whole pronouns thing, that whole explanation of why she did it made sense to me. As far as the picture she was posting, I can't stand with her on that one. I think it was just stupid. I got the point she was trying to make. She could have done it in a better way, but she chose to go through the dramatics to get the point across. It's like, ooh, I mean, you were going so well, but you just had to pull back a little bit. But yeah. I don't think that she deserves the amount of hate that she's gotten. And I think that this whole situation with Henry Cavill is just either, like Matt Jarbo said, just a bunch of trolls trying to stir up trouble. And then you have, and the sad thing about trolls is you have the trolls that stir up the trouble, but then you have the people who aren't trolls who see this and literally start getting mad. Like, oh, wow, I can't believe it. Really? Oh, my God. She dated my Superman. Uh-oh, what happened? We lost. Welcome to the Saggy Melon show. The Saggy Melon's Lounge. I don't know what happened to Enosh, but it is now my show. I'm the host. I love you all. You guys are amazing.
Can you still hear me?
I still hear you, but your camera just disappeared.
You know what? Because I tried to. Did I disappear when I sent you the invite too?
I
Probably
don't
did.
think so.
Oh, okay, I don't know because it looks like as soon as I go away from something, apparently it does that. So.
Oh, welcome
Anyways,
back, Enosh. I was just
thank
taking
you.
over your show.
Well, thank you. Silent Scotty here says, cancel culture isn't about making sense of this. Cancel culture is an addiction to power over other people. This is just what's on the menu today. Absolutely. Absolutely nailed that. Yes, they do. They need to focus on their own lives and stop worrying about everybody else. Andrew, I'm with you. That Homelander comparison was such a grab for attention and pathetic. I agree. I mean, look, when I look at that picture, whoops,
When I look at
touch
that
screen,
picture that I need to put up.
touch screen, right? There we go. When I look at this picture, it pisses me off because Henry Cavill is nothing like that.
It was a role.
Yeah, it's just sad and pathetic that these people would even would even try to compare Henry to that. Yeah, Amparo, hello, by the way. Good to see you. Says pathetic people that have never faced a real problem in their life. They literally, Saggy, they've got they got nothing better to do.
Well, it's also not just that, but I've been saying this for so long, is that all these movements, when they first start, they always start with good intentions and they had good results. Like Me Too movement had a good intention, had good results, it was good. Then you fast forward and people see that cancel culture works. So if it works, why not just continue to do it? Why not just, but I would have dated her too, yes. But you know what I mean? If it works, it works. And that's what these people see. They've seen people get canceled for legitimate good reasons. And they're like, wow, well, if we can get this person canceled, well, we might as well just start canceling people we don't want to see anymore. And then they just go run amok. And then it just damages the core mission, which was to cancel people who deserved it. And now it's just like, well, we get to decide now who deserves it.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, DL, you're absolutely right. It says we live in a society where you're not allowed to grow from your past mistakes.
No.
You're not allowed to make mistakes anymore, Saggy.
No, you can't. And you will never live them down, ever.
And ironically, that's why people don't understand Henry Cavill's Superman, even. Because they look at it and they feel like he should have been perfect from the get-go, and yet we were getting a take on Superman that was meant to be, something to show that even Superman's not perfect. Superman made mistakes and he was learning from them, Right, Rush says, I hope I don't get canceled for my ex-girlfriend.
You're about to.
Sophie over here, hashtag woke me when it's over. Yeah, I mean, Henry Cavill's just out there doing, what he does. I'm so sick. And I guess maybe I'm a little sensitive to it this week because I've seen a lot of Superman fans like really hating on Henry this week. And I'm kind of done with that. You know what I mean? Like, you can like other stuff. And look, hot takes Tuesdays. I've seen your videos. I'll be honest with you. A lot of it's a lot of rambling stuff, and I don't think you make the points that you think you make. I respect anybody's points and I respect anybody's opinions. No, nobody wanted anybody canceled. They wanted them to be responsible, and that's the difference here. That's a huge difference. The mob that follows me.
We're a mob now, the mob of Enosh.
Yes, the Snyder cult. The Snyder. My shroud is in the other room, or I would drape it over my head.
Enosh, to be honest, this is partially why I'm like, oh, never mind. Go ahead. You do it right now.
No, go for it. Go for it.
I was going to say, this is why I'm so scared to grow as a content creator, because I've acknowledged I've made mistakes and I've said some awful things in the past. So it makes me scared because people see people grow and become successful, and the first thing they want to do is bring you down. So it makes me scared. Like, I just hit 400 on YouTube. I'm okay with being at 400. I'm good staying there because I know the bigger I get, the more people are going to look at me and say, hey, I remember when you said this 2 years ago. I remember when you did that 2 years ago. Well, I already apologized for it. No, but we need you to apologize again. And then a few years later, I hit another 1,000 subscribers or something. Oh, we need you to apologize again. It never ends. It never ends.
Bobby Wood Hogan says Johns was only an executive producer, not creatively involved. He would have been on the doc because he's got name recognition. Well, yeah, but he's featured in that, and that's sickening to me. Like, I don't want to see that. I don't need to see Jeff Johns say anything right now until Jeff Johns addresses what he's done and how he blocked Ray Fisher from trying to bring attention to what was going on and blocked any kind of investigation. Jeff Johns can take a back seat because I really don't care about Jeff Johns right now.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right, Mladen. The people that I talked about will never apologize because they're too much in their own world, you know. When my camera went dry. No, you're good. You're good, man. Yeah, like I said, this is a different thing. So like, I'm trying to go between things. It's not like when I'm on a computer and I can just like click on something else and the camera feed still goes in. You know, I'm working with this. It won't even recognize, you know, the camera outside of the camera on here. So no, all love to you, Music Man. You know I love you, man. Benson's with £5 super chat. Hey, look at you, Mark. You're up all hours. I don't even know what time it is over there. Says Enosh, when Mr. Potato Head becomes gender neutral, you know the world has gone mad. That was another crazy. Did you hear about that, Saggy?
Yeah, I was on a Snowdub stream earlier and they brought that up, and I was like, well, do they include all of the parts for both of them in one package? And if they do, like, I get it, I guess, but at the same time, it's like, why?
Right?
Who's asked for that?
That's, you know, and I thought it was interesting because they're like it's for like 3-year-olds who want to play with like play out scenarios with their own family. What was stopping that now? It literally, I mean, I've got a couple of Mr. Potato Heads. I've got a couple Star Wars Mr. Potato Heads, right?
Right, like if the kids want to make have a Mr. Potato Head, now they have to. I mean, you already had to have two different potato heads anyways to have a girl and a boy and play house or whatever. But like, why that? It's just weird. Like, I get Mr. Potato Head's supposed to be like you put the pieces together and you can make them whatever you want, but it was still like weird.
I
What,
know,
like?
and I don't know the 3-year-olds. Yes, 3-year-olds do try to play out their lives, so I that's fine. But I don't know that 3-year-olds understand the complexity of this discussion about gender, you know, and gender fluidity and those kind of things. I mean, that's putting a lot on the plate, I think, of a 3-year-old.
Oh, did you hear what Demi Lovato did? We want to talk about that. Demi Lovato is trying to boycott gender parties because they're offensive to the trans community.
Look,
No,
listen.
not because of the fires that they've started this year or last year. Not the fires that people started with their gender parties, but because it's offensive.
Look, look. Can I just say this? I am sensitive to and understand, and we have supporters of the channel who are trans. We have supporters of the channel who are of the LGBTQ plus community.
I am.
Well, there you go.
I'm
right?
part of
And
the LGBTQ community.
well, there you go. You know, and I didn't even know that, right? Because I like you. Like, it doesn't matter to me. Like, I never had a conversation with you, Saggy, about like what your preferences are, you know? Because look, if that comes up in conversation, great. And I understand that that's somebody's identity. But the reality is like, even if you, I mean, not you, but I mean, even if someone, you know, is trans or whatever, it doesn't negate the fact that there are still people who are men and women, and,
Right.
you know, so you can't erase that. You know, I don't think, you know, I think that you gotta try to strive for understanding in the whole thing and understand why. I mean, I have a friend who is trans and has gone through a lot, you know, and my heart goes out to her, you know, because we've had many talks about her struggles and things like that. And so, you know, but it doesn't, like, a Mr. Potato Head,
Right.
like, is that I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, guys. That's
No, honestly, I think the thing too is like a lot of people don't understand that it's not all of the trans community and all of the LGBTQ community that are actually okay with this. There are a lot of us out here who think it's stupid just like everyone else, because we don't also, some of us don't care about that stuff all the time. Like when they say, "Oh, proper representation and certain things," we're like, "Okay, cool. We didn't have a problem with it before, and I mean, it's cool that you want to include us, but you know, don't make certain characters a certain way because for our sake, because it just takes away from what we like. You know, it goes
yeah,
both ways. So
yeah.
I mean." At the end of the day, it's just the Mr. Potato Head thing. You're right. Like 3-year-olds, why? Like I can see if it was for 14-year-olds when they actually could figure out what they are in life, what their worth, their place is in the world, what they want to identify as. But as a 3-year-old, really? Because to be honest with you, Enosh, I feel like when you're a kid, depending on what toys you like, maybe your boy likes to play with Barbies. That'll give you an idea where that path is going, you know? So, you know, having those genders kind of helps kids out.
Listen. When I was 3 and 4 years old, I used to put on my grandmother's high heels and red wigs and walk around calling myself Little Betty Sue.
Pixar, it didn't happen. I believe it. But did you
Okay,
fit the did
my
you fit the shoe?
grandma is named Betty Sue, and you know, that's her first and middle name, and you know, my grandma had all kinds of wigs and glamorous stuff growing up. But you know what? I also ran around in my Superman underwear. You know, um,
Yeah.
you
Kids are
know,
kids.
yeah, and because I was just a kid,
Right.
and you know, kids do stuff. But you know, so I don't know, But hey, Benson, this is for you, since you feel the world's going mad.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Ooh, Michael Keaton. Ooh.
Michael Keaton going crazy there for a second.
Love me some Michael Keaton.
Oh, me too. What's up, Geek Studio? Thank you, Geek Studio, working hard there. Appreciate you as one of our mods here. I just want to recognize you for a second, doing a great job, and thanking people when they give a super chat and everything. And so I'm grateful to you, man. I'm very thankful for you. So go subscribe to Geek Studios. It's got a great channel. Yeah, and the fact that Henry Cavill is a gentleman. He even tries to be a man of honor because when he understands what it means to play Superman and what that means to the general public, and he's a man of honor. And
He's a nerd.
I love him. I
Right.
love him.
He loved Superman. That's why he's playing the role. Like he loved Witcher. That's why he took the role. He played Witcher. He's not like it's not like he's just some guy who they picked and he's just some actor. He also loves the original things that he's playing. That's why he's doing Superman. He's doing The Witcher. He's played the Witcher game. That's
Yes.
why. That's why he auditioned for the role. He wanted to play Geralt.
Yeah. Well, and Bobby, you're absolutely right. I've seen that as well. I've seen less of it, actually, though, from Henry Cavill fans towards Tyler. The stuff that I've seen about Tyler is, and it's the same things that I had, are things like I feel like I loved Superman and Lois. I love the story. I love all that stuff. I don't understand why they felt the need to like pad him down so much, Saggy. I mean, they literally, I mean, just padded this dude's suit down where it looks unreal. I mean, it does it. Your body doesn't look like that. Nobody's body looks like that. You can tell that that's a big puffy muscle suit under there.
It's like the suit they give kids to be Superman on Halloween, where they give them the big muscles.
Oh, you mean that?
Yes. Yeah.
And that's what I said. That's what it looks like, you know. And it's unfortunate because I think he looks good. I just trim that down. I mean, the suit would be fine too, you know. But you know, it's the same problem that I had with Brandon Routh. It's the exact opposite problem. Like Brandon looks super skinny here. You know, he looks like a model trying to be Superman. He doesn't look like Superman here, you know. But Skip here, he looks pretty darn good.
I hated what they did to that character, though. Oh, don't even get me started.
Well, you know, that's Kingdom Come Superman. You know, and actually Brandon did a great job playing him. This was a fun scene.
Oh no, I loved him as the Superman in the storyline, but I hate what they did to his character as far as like when he was introduced in Arrow and then they put him in Legends and they totally made him like the comic relief, and I'm like, but why? He was so good.
Well, you mean the Atom? Yeah.
Yeah, I hated what they did to the Atom, but no,
I loved this. I thought this was cool. The old throwback to the Matt Fleischer cartoons from the 1940s. You know, this was a cool outfit to put him in for sure.
Yeah.
You know,
can I be honest with you, Enosh?
Yeah.
I didn't really care for him as Superman when I watched him in the show. I don't know why. He just didn't. I don't know. He just didn't feel like look. I think I'm just so used to the stereotypical, like Tom Welling, Henry Cavill look that they have.
Yeah.
He's my least favorite Superman. But I think also too, I haven't seen Lois and Clark yet, but I think because he was a cameo in Supergirl, I didn't see enough of him. That could be why. But I didn't like him that much.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I have not liked Tyler. I have not liked the way that they have written him. He has not won me over. But this show, they basically reboot it, and it actually it doesn't even seem like it's even in the same universe. It doesn't even seem like it's in the Arrowverse at all.
Oh, thank God, because I hated him.
I mean, everybody, the cast, the acting, everything is great. Like I said, the only thing that bugged me was that suit. There's two things that bugged me: the suit and Lana Lang's husband, because I felt like they overdid his acting, because he's supposed to be a jerk, you know, that you're supposed to not like, and he's just kind of a jerk to everybody, and it's just kind of over the top.
Oh, they brought Lana Lang into this? Awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, what's up, Tim? Good to see you, Tim. Tim Myers there. Go check Tim Myers out. He's got a great channel. He does a lot of cosplay and stuff. Obviously, the guy looks man. Every time I see your picture, Tim, it's like almost like I feel like what's his name? Who played Kylo Ren?
Adam something.
Adam Driver. I almost feel like Adam Driver is here, man. Like watching the show. Like, dude, nailed it. But yeah, Tim does all kinds of great cosplay and stuff, guys. Go check out Tim Myers' channel for sure. Thank you for the $5 super chat. It says Tim's Talk. Let's see what can we give Tim here for I don't know. Let's see. I got to get off of this thing into another one then. And we'll give since Tim used his own name, we'll give him we'll give him this.
Why did you say that name?
Why did you say that name?
Why did you say that name? Thank you so much, Tim. Appreciate you, man. So this is interesting, Legion. Legion says, thank God that cancel culture doesn't exist in my country.
What country is that? Can we live there? Can we go there? Can we do something? You know what's funny? Do you know that Henry they already tried to cancel him once before all this, way before this, a couple years back?
Yep.
Because he said that he was talking about how it was hard. He was afraid to serenade women because, you know, how things are with the tase. You know, you try to buy a girl a drink and they're like, get away from me, creep, and stuff. And he got so much hate for that. And I'm like, really? Because he's not wrong, though. Like,
well, you know, look, I've got 3 boys, you know, and yeah, I've got a lot of concern for them actually, because you just, with the way that the world is right now, I'll be honest with you, like I've got 3 really great boys who are very respectful. But I have concern over, like, you know, how somebody could respond to them, you know, when they're just trying to, it's like people sit back and they're like talking about how they can't find anybody. Well, I'm not saying it's a weird thing, Saggy. Like,
No, it is. It's sad. I've been to clubs.
I mean, look, I believe that women need to be respected. Women need to protect themselves because there's a lot of idiots out there. There's a lot of jerks out there. There's a lot of bad people out there, and I understand that it's probably very, very hard to navigate that as a woman. I mean, I was raised in a house full of women. Okay. I was the only guy. So I got 2 sisters that I was raised with, and my grandmother and my mother. And, I also have 2 sisters on my dad's side that now I know and love, and I have 1 brother. But I know it must be very hard as a woman to know if you're meeting a good guy, if you're meeting a guy who actually is going to care about you or whatever, or a guy who's going to try to use you, and so dating is, I'm thankful that I don't have to date. I'm very thankful.
I mean, you're not wrong, but it's like, it is, but it isn't hard to be a woman in today's society. Because I think, like I was going to say, when I used to go to clubs, I would see the girls all the time dancing, with their friends looking cute. And a guy will go up to them and ask them to dance. And these women will literally look at these men and just give them dirty looks and be like, no, thank you. And it wasn't because the guy was ugly or anything. It was just like, or you see guys go up to women to give them a compliment. And they're just like, they get snubbed, or like, no, I don't want to, I'm not giving you my number. It's like, I was just telling you your hair looked nice. Like, simple as that. And it's like, that's the world we live in, where, and I know this might be controversial, I'm sorry to bring it up, but it's like, men have to walk on eggshells, and they shouldn't always have to, because it's not every guy is a jerk. Not every guy is trying to take you home. Some guys are just like, how do you expect to be in a relationship with anyone if you just keep pushing men away? Like, if you're in a relationship, to say, hey, I appreciate the compliment, I'm in a relationship, and that's it. You don't have to be a complete like B word about it. It's not fair, because these guys they're just trying to talk to you. They're not you don't know what their intentions are, but just give them like a little bit of a chance,
just so what?
So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah!
Okay, if they're like that, don't maybe red flag, but
probably. Well, yeah, I feel like you maybe like you say hi to a girl and she responds like this.
Go ahead, make my day.
It really does be like that, though. I've seen it. It really does. But sometimes men are just, like I said, in my club days, I went to I would go outside in the smoking section, because you had to smoke outside, and all these girls, because girls dress for the club, not for the weather, so all these girls are outside freezing and shivering, and not a single man outside took off their jacket or offered warmth, and I was the only one. I was like, here you go, you can wear my jacket.
Yeah. John Parker with $2 super chat. Thank you so much, John. I appreciate you, man. Says Twitter needs to go. Such a toxic place, man. I tell you what, man. Social media in general has become such a such a thing. Like when you're on social media, and this will be your video. This will be your drop for your super chat. This is how it feels sometimes to be on social media.
I'm not locked in here with you.
That's it! You're locked in here with me!
God, good movie. I gotta watch Watchmen again.
Heck yeah. But the thing is like Twitter and I think all social media is what you make it, right? Because I have friends, man, who it seems like every other week they're like, I'm leaving Facebook, I'm leaving Twitter, I'm doing this, and it's like, okay. And then like a month later, they're like, I'm leaving Facebook. I'm leaving Twitter. And I asked them, like, what are you doing? And they're like, well, I'm just fighting with all these people and, everything. Like, look, you're never going to convince anybody of anything on social media.
Nope.
It's just not going to happen. If you are on social media literally trying to change somebody's opinion or change their mind about something, just stop. Because that's not, it's just not going to work. You just need to, I don't know, live your life and not worry about what's going on with everybody else.
Yeah, I got off Facebook. I've been off Facebook for almost a year now. I got off it. The politics started happening. Friends were arguing. I was like, peace, I'm out. I'm going to salvage my friendships right now. Hit that deactivation button. Find me elsewhere because it's not going to be on Facebook. And then I activated Facebook to advertise my YouTube channel because I had like 300 friends on Facebook. So I was like, hey, I'm over here. That's why you guys haven't seen me. And then as soon as the politics started again, I was like, yep, goodbye. I remembered exactly why I deleted this. Never turn it back.
But that's things like I have fun on Facebook. I have fun on Twitter. Like I used to hate Twitter and I didn't want anything to do with it. Now I'm on Twitter and now like everybody's moving over to Vero and I'm like, I got all these social media platforms that I got to cover, and everything. And so, it gets to be a lot, but I just, it is what you make it, It can be a very toxic place though, John. You're absolutely right. It can definitely be very toxic.
Yeah, for sure it is. I mean, the only good thing about social media is now you get to like interact with celebrities that you follow and
It's
people
true.
you like. That's pretty much the only benefit of social media.
Legion, we can only hope. Is it possible for cancel culture to cancel culture? I'm curious. Maybe.
Someday we're fighting the good fight. Cancel culture.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, geeks. Appreciate you, man.
Oh my God. I swear, my dad, this is how I know my dad is up. For some reason, I don't know why, but every morning he plays the same song. So when I hear that song Somewhere Over the Rainbow playing, I'm like, oh, dad's up. Every morning, Somewhere Over the Rainbow by the original.
Here's Saggy's dad every morning.
Saggy's dad.
I love this song. Ah! What a time to be alive!
Really, that's literally it. Every morning, I'm hearing it now, and I'm like, "Up, dad's up."
Heck yeah. His suit does have way too much padding. Thank you. I'm not just seeing things. Bobby says, I've seen just as much, Enosh. I guess it depends on who's in your mentions. That's possible too. In my opinion, block list has grown massively in the past week. Well, I'm glad that you're here, man. I'm glad that I'm not on your block list that apparently I got through. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, that suit does remind me of the Shazam suit. There's a little bit too much padding in that Shazam suit as well.
Oh, this is a new song.
Yeah, hot takes. You know what, man? That's the thing, man. I look, I watch things, man. I watch people with different opinions than me because I think that's how you have, conversations. I'm not just gonna, curse something and say, you're wrong or, you don't know what you're talking about if I don't watch it, and the same thing is I don't just agree with people just because they say one thing, and maybe one day hot takes, we can have a discussion about some things because I think that a couple of the videos that I watched that you kind of, go down the route of the Ray Fisher thing. I think that you're missing that it's not about Ray Fisher. A lot of people, Saggy, they want Ray Fisher to say, well, what happened to him. It was never about what happened to him. He's made very clear in Twitter posts and Instagram videos that it's not about what happened to him. It's about using his platform to help others, to help those who are not blue check marks, who do not have platforms, who do not have thousands of Twitter followers or Facebook followers or Instagram followers who are going to support them or hold them up. And they were in fear of their jobs on the set of Justice League. That is what Ray Fisher is doing. So there's a big difference.
That's why he's Bay.
So you know what? So Bobby, I will say this. this suit right here, I have some problems with that. That silver plating, I think, is overkill. You know, I love Man of Steel's Superman suit. I think it looks perfect. It looks really good on him. And yeah, I think by the time it got to Man of Steel, it was a little bit too much, honestly. You know, because he's jacked anyways. That was the great thing about the Man of Steel suit was his, you know, all these suits have a little bit of, you know, accentuation, but Henry Cavill, he was shirtless and he was jacked in Man of Steel, you know, and in BVS, you know, so yeah. I agree, Mladen, that suit did look better than the main suit. So I wish they would have see, I love this. Bobby, see, you and I are on the same page, aren't we? Says, you know, Cavill's suit in BVS was over padded too. I'll never get why they messed with the perfection of the Man of Steel suit. Thankfully, they removed a lot of the padding for Justice League. Yeah, you know, they just put those silver plates in it because it was kind of transparent through. That's why you got that silvery look, because it was actually shining through. Yes, Adam Driver. Boy, am I that far behind?
You were pretty far behind.
Holy cow.
There's a lot of comments.
We're just talking here. Yes, I love all things Superman too. Why am I up so early? Just haven't gone to sleep.
Same.
You know,
Same.
just up, and I was reading stuff. I was trying, like I said, I was going to do a toy video because I haven't done toy videos in a while, Saggy, and people are asking for them, and I need to do some.
What do you mean? You did a whole...
I need to get some of this stuff out of the package, you know?
You did a whole toy video on Max's stream. We saw your whole entire house.
That was showing off the house. I'm talking about like an actual review, like opening a toy and showing it. And so, yeah. Mladen says there is no cancel culture here in Serbia.
All right, we're moving to Serbia.
So I guess if we move to Serbia, there we go. It'll be there. Generic potato person. I love it. I love it. I love it. Mladen, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Not a joke. Nothing. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You do you, brother. What's up, Zentech? Good to see you, brother.
That's adorable, by the way. I think men don't understand that, even though it might be embarrassing for them because of how people are raised, I guess. With how men are raised, like, oh, you gotta lose it when you're like 18 or whatever. But I think the men don't understand that some women actually like that. So I mean,
hey, I remember being 13 and having a friend like go on about how he had sex, and you know, it's like you said, it's a weird kind of double standard.
How old was he when he had his first kid?
Right, like
18. Yeah, I'm sure.
I think he was actually, you know, the kind of fun. The weird thing is he has a son, and he went to prison at 16.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. And he has a grown son now. So if that tells you anything, yeah, he did. You know, but that's it's like this weird double standard that like guys are supposed to, and I don't know how we got off on this, but the guys are supposed to, like, you know, be these sexual have these sexual conquests, and you know, and women are supposed to be chaste, and I mean, how does that work? That doesn't equal out.
I don't know. I have no idea. It is what it is.
It is. Well, hey, so here's Benson's with another 2 pounds. Thank you so much, Benson's. Says, so disappointed with this week's WandaVision, Enosh. I'm sorry to hear that. I have not watched it yet. We will watch it at 8 p.m. Eastern time tonight, on Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. So I'm really sorry.
No spoilers.
Yeah, no spoilers. No spoilers, but holy cow,
from what I've seen from some people's watch parties and their reactions, apparently this is a really good one. Everyone was excited and shocked faces, so I'm assuming it was good.
Wow. Well, apparently Mark did not like it at all. So he might. I think he might be thinking about blowing up his toaster.
I've been thinking about blowing up my toaster, but then I would make my bread hot and hard at the same time.
Where find these things? Where'd you find these random things? I love it. And I got a song stuck in my head. Thanks, Enosh.
You're welcome.
Oh,
You're welcome. John Parker says, well, I liked this girl for years. She was my friend, and I told her respectfully that she called me ugly and called me toxic for some reason. She never talks to me again.
it'd be like that.
Mhm.
Sorry,
Yep.
John, but it'd be like that.
You know what sucks is when you get the whole, you know what? I don't like you that way. I just like you as a friend. I got friend zoned by a lot of girls. Parents loved me. Moms loved me. The girls were always like hard to deal with, but now it's funny, guys, because I look back on that now and I see some of the people that I liked back then. And I look at my wife and I'm very thankful.
Hey, there you go.
Because I got the right woman.
There you go.
She loves me for me. And I'll tell you what, guys, man, women, whatever. It's not worth going through life with somebody who doesn't care about you.
Facts.
Find that person. I tell my boys this all the time. I said, you know what? Listen to the people around you too. Like when you fall in love, people just want to, they don't want to listen to anybody else's opinion, right? They, it's like, oh, I fell in love with the person I fell in love with. I wish that I would have listened to a couple of people in my life who had legitimate concerns for me when I got married the first time. Might have saved myself some trouble. I don't know. Tiffany puts it really the best way because we've both been through marriages where ended in divorces that we didn't want. And we've been friends for 23 years, and we were friends through all that stuff. And it's funny because she talks about, every once in a while you joke and you say, oh man, we could have been together, blah, blah, blah. But the reality is, she says all the time, and she's so smart. My wife is so smart, Saggy. She says, you know what, Enosh, you need the woman I am today, not the woman that I was then.
Facts.
Because we could have ended up in the same exact, situation. And so,
No, I hear you, dude.
Hold out for hope.
Yeah, I mean, I was bullied throughout middle school, high school. I was the ugly girl and all that stuff. And then I got older, and believe it or not, when I had Facebook, some of the guys who used to bully me and call me ugly didn't recognize me in my profile picture, and they would hit me up in DMs like, "Hey, so where you from?" And I'm like, "You don't remember me?" And they're like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, this is who I am." And they're like, "Oh my God, you're so different. You want to go on a date?" I'm like, "Nah, when you could have asked me on a date? When I was in high school, when I had a crush on you and you told me I was fat and ugly."
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it be like that.
It is like that sometimes. And it's interesting for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do we got here? Oh, but you know what? You got people who love you in here. Bobby says, I love Saggy.
I love you guys too. You guys are the best people I've met on the internet. So them all love for you guys. Thank you guys.
Benson says Serbia doesn't have cancel culture, just mafia style.
Lord, my God. Serbia be like that. Jesus.
Oh my gosh. Here's Russian Superman. Russian Superman say. No.
They had Russian Supergirl. Remember that episode?
Well, that's based on this.
Oh, well,
because,
yeah, there you
because
go.
the Supergirl show basically stole like a bunch of Superman's villains and storylines.
I noticed that.
Remember the Black Mercy that was stuck on her and made her live her perfect life?
Oh yeah.
That was a Superman storyline. It's called For the Man Who Has Everything.
Oh.
And Superman got to live out his life on Krypton, and he was happy and all that stuff. Yeah, and then this was Red Sun, and they did a version called Red Daughter or whatever. And so yeah.
I thought that the red I knew that the Red Sun was like the Russian Superman. I already knew that story, but I thought they already had like a story with Supergirl in that. So I was like, oh, maybe it's a story I didn't hear, but oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, what
Well, I
just
kinda like
happened?
this.
You just made the whole stream look like a noob StreamYard.
I know, right? Like,
You gotta put the little StreamYard link back in the icon. Make it look like a new thing. Oh, I need one of those. I need one of those. Everyone complains about my stars. I gotta get rid of my stars. They give people headaches apparently.
just do something different.
Yeah, I gotta put in a different GIF file thing back there.
Hey, hold on a second here. I'm getting through. Geek says I'm always in the friend zone. Been there, man. Lots of girls, man, who put me in the friend zone. Been thinking about blowing up my toaster. Thank you, Rush. Says Enosh and Tiff gives me hope. There is hope. There is hope. Hold out. Hold out for somebody who loves you.
I love all of you, so
We love you too. Zentex says, hey, panel, what's the latest? Are we thinking that the Zack Snyder Justice League cameo at the end is just Martian Manhunter, or that it's still someone who will blow our minds away? I'll be honest with you. After reading the article, I really think that it's probably just Martian Manhunter.
yeah, I think so too.
I'd love for it to be somebody else, though. I mean, for it to be some cool reveal that we haven't thought about. But
Michael Keaton.
Ooh, that'd be cool. Throw him in there at the end. But yeah, it is. I don't know. A lot of love for Saggy right now.
Oh, you guys are great. Love your faces. Love all of you. Thank you.
Polo Kwan says, just follow Tiff on Twitter. Wow, Tiff is part of the fandom for sure. Cool content. Oh, Tiff is awesome. She is on League of Mayhem every other Tuesday with the Nerd Queens. So she is full on part of that. And yeah, man, Tiff is a cosplayer, who she is right here as Harley Quinn. And man, oh my gosh, Tiffany's full up in that, man. She is awesome. Tiffany is no doubt. She's the real deal.
And she builds tables, for those of you who don't know. She's actually handy with tools. That's also a plus.
This woman, I tell you what, she built her own workbench. She was involved in a seed program with Ryobi, where Ryobi gave us free tools. I mean, we got like a bandsaw, we got all kinds of stuff. I mean, like, I got all kinds of crazy stuff from Ryobi over here. Like, got this light, this light that I used to kind of light up the background and stuff. This huge, a bunch of these battery packs and stuff. So those are expensive. And knocking stuff over. But yeah, Tiffany, man, she grew up with her dad and her brother, and they built all kinds of stuff, man. So we always joke that I was the techie guy, I was the the artsy guy, and she's hands on. She is hands on.
I'm kind of glad you didn't have a daughter, because
that's what I like about her.
I'm kind of
She's hands on.
Why? I'm kind of glad you guys didn't have a daughter though, because then we'd have to get you invested a shotgun for you for all the boys that come around, and just
we would have had sexy kids.
Yeah, your daughter would be drop dead gorgeous, and that would be a problem.
Telling you. Every once in a while, I'm like, Tiff, it's not too late. And then we realize, hey, you know what? We got an 18-year-old, a 16-year-old, and a 15-year-old. I'm done. I just want to, be able to chill.
An adopted online daughter.
Around, right?
Right. You don't need that. You don't need that at all.
No, we don't need to run around anymore like that for sure. Enosh, tell us your love story with Tiff. You know what? Tiff is man. Tiff is a special lady, regardless of if she's my wife. She's a very strong woman, very loving woman, very down to earth woman. Like, you won't see her canceling anybody, man. She'd kick your butt. She just she doesn't, oh man. I love my wife.
You're gonna make me cry, Enosh. Don't do it.
I love
do
my
it.
wife
Don't
so
do it.
much.
I'm gonna cry.
I love my wife so much.
I know you do. That's why I'm gonna cry.
We've just been through so much together, and apart and everything. And I just, I'll never forget when I first met her. My band was playing in Ingersoll, Ontario, Canada, at a music festival. And my band and my buddy's band, we were running the lights, the sound, and everything. Plus, our bands were playing there. And so my band members, we were running the stage, and the other guys were running the sound and lights. And so we were in charge of getting the bands on and off the stage, making sure that they were okay. And then we played as well. And man, Tiffany showed up with a friend of mine, and it was awesome. I met her. We were both dating other people at the time, but we clicked. We had a great friendship, and we had a great friendship for years, before we ever got together. And that I think that's what made it special, because we were truly friends. She truly is my best friend. I like hanging out with Tiff. We go places, we hang out. I don't need, a lot of other people. I've got great friends, but yeah, I'm thankful for my wife. Sophie put it best right there. She truly is. She's amazing. So, love you, Tiff. There you go. You still there?
Yeah. Bro, you don't understand the way you look when you talk about your wife. Like, it's something that always gets to me, because it's like, that's something everyone should aspire to have, when you can literally, your wife isn't there, you're not just saying this to make it seem like, oh, she gotta see us later. Like, every time, even when we're backstage and you talk about your wife, your face like has this glow about it, and you're just like, that's my wife. You love the crap out of her, and it's just like, it makes me tear up a little bit, because I'm like, it's so beautiful.
She's my Supergirl, my Wonder Woman, and everything else in between. Every other hero mixed up in between.
If she cosplays as Power Girl, I'm done. I'm done with the world. Yeah.
Keep trying.
Power Girl.
Got the Harley thing down though.
Yeah, she does have the Harley down, but she needs to do Power Girl next.
We always have a Halloween party, man. And last year I was like, she's like started to take the makeup off at the end of the night, and I was like, you can take it off later. Yeah. What? What's up, Hollywood Purgatory? How are you, sir? Says, why are you giving clickbait websites this much attention, Enosh? I didn't realize I was. Like 5 people complained. Crappy websites wrote about it. No one is canceling Cavill. Worry about Cavill if someone comes out with real allegations. Here's the thing. It popped up in my news feed. It's something that people were talking about, and I decided to talk about it too, because I think it's ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous, the very notion. I'm not giving clickbait websites any attention. I'm talking about something that came up today and was in my news feed. So there you go.
Hello. I had a real allegation against him. He hasn't dated me yet. Hello. Cancel him.
There you go. But it's definitely something. There are people who are just mad. There are just people who they because Gina Carano is a big story right now. Look, why would I comment on this? I'll tell you why I'll comment on this. Because I have gotten tons of messages from people about Gina Carano. Okay, I've had tons of messages from people trying to get me to comment on Gina Carano. There are tons of people who are concerned about Gina Carano right now. We just did a 2 cents on nonsense tonight regarding some things, Gina Carano, and showing how the fandom menace is literally going out of their way. Every single video includes Gina Carano. Everyone. It's nonsense, and we point out nonsense here. So, that's part of what I do. I mean, we've got a T-shirt and everything, Saggy. We got a T-shirt. Our 2 cents on nonsense. it's got mine and Johnny's mug on it, so, I like this one too. The weird nonsense one.
I need to make some merch. I got some cool shirt eyes. Oh my lord. That helmet is so freaking creepy. But I want it. Why do I want that helmet?
I don't know.
It just I want it.
We got the zero credibility shirt. We got a lot of fun stuff there. And so, you know what? Yeah. So when there's a topic like that, and then I see something like this, and I see, people posting things like this, yeah, I'm going to comment on it because it's something else that people have been trying to get me to comment on. And so I'm going to comment on this as well, because this right here, this picture that you're looking at right here in this tweet is garbage. That's garbage. And so, yeah, I just figured I'd talk about it. It was 4 a.m. I figured that I would say something.
Amen.
There you go. Sophie says the best relationships are born from the best friendships. Absolutely, Sophie. You are so right. You are so right. And I love that woman.
So,
oh my gosh, favorite bands? Oh my gosh, dude. Van Halen, Metallica, Nirvana, Bon Jovi. Love some Bon Jovi. I love a lot of 80s bands, Def Leppard. Get me into some Def Leppard. But I mean, I like a wide variety. I like Blondie. I like the Cars. I like Pat Benatar. I like the Knack. I like Pink Floyd. I like Rush. Love Rush. Hey, there you go. Your name, Rush. I like Rush. Man, I like.
He likes Tupac.
I like Tupac. He's still alive.
He is. He's in he's in an island somewhere.
He is. He's still. I love Snoop Dogg. I love Dr. Dre, man. I love NWA. I love I love all the Ices. Ice-T, Ice Cube, Vanilla Ice. I love them all. MC Hammer. I love music. I always have, and I like it. I love a cool urban beat. I love a heavy metal beat. I love Megadeth. I love my favorite band growing up was the band Petra. Petra was my inspiration, and I ended up getting to play with the lead singer and tour with him. He's a John Schlett is a multi-Grammy award winner. He's in the Gospel Music Hall of Fame. Petra was one of the first big Christian rock bands out there, and I got to play with him. And you can find an interview that I did with him a couple of months ago right here on the channel, and talked about it and talked about his career. I mean, he was in a band called Head East. I like Head East. So all that stuff. I love classic rock. I love 80s rock. I love pop. Give me some Flock of Seagulls, man. Give me some, I love all that stuff, man. I love songs that just have good beats to it and just have a good hook. I love a good hook. I love something that just gets in your head. That's what I strive for when I write songs. Is I want to write songs that get in people's head, and it's like you don't even know the song, but you're already singing it.
Right.
Those are good bands. Those are good artists.
Do you know what's weird?
What's that?
The realization that MC Hammer started his career. Well, he was a priest, and then he was a rapper, and he went from priest to rapper to hanging out with gangster rappers like Tupac and all the other ones.
That at the end, that whole pumps and a bump thing.
Pumps and a bump. Pumps and a bump.
And a bump. Hey,
we
let the girls with the pumps
and a bump.
Pumps and look, Hammer. Nobody's believing it, man. Nobody's buying it, right? Guns N' Roses. What's this, guys? Cross fingers for me. I'm closing in on a Netflix deal.
I'm sorry, what?
Polo Kwan says, guys, cross fingers for me. I'm closing in on a Netflix deal. Dude.
Can I know what?
Yeah,
what,
man.
what?
Message me about that. I would love to hear about your what you do, man. That's so cool.
I want a Netflix to let me know. We're gonna push for Polo. Wait, by the way, Dave Chappelle, real quick for everyone, shout out to Dave Chappelle. He won finally. Cancel culture actually worked for him. So for those of you who don't know, Dave Chappelle did the Dave Chappelle show way back when, and he had a crappy contract that he signed, and he basically asked his fans to boycott the show and not watch it. He asked them to pull it off Netflix, and they did. And they just put it back on Netflix yesterday, and he won. The Comedy Central gave him back his license for the show. He now owns it, and they gave him a couple $1 million, and he said thank you. Cancel culture finally worked for Dave Chappelle.
Well, and HBO Max paid him.
Yeah.
HBO Max paid. That's why the Chappelle Show is now back on HBO Max.
Yep. So cancel culture sometimes works.
Thank you so much, Music Man. I appreciate that. Rush says, "Oh, Enosh, I think I haven't told you. I too do a bit of music. I play guitar. That's awesome. It's one of the reasons why I'm hoping to get that laptop back and fixed, because the Snyder Cut song that I did is like finished on that laptop."
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh.
It has now put me behind, because this week I planned on shooting the music video, and the ironic thing was I was going to back everything up today, Thursday, and it crashed on Tuesday.
That is awful.
I've got all the individual tracks. I've got all the rough tracks. I can reassemble it, but I really don't want to have to go through all that. But I will if I have to, you know. But I did things on that computer that I don't know if I have on other medium to be able to use, different effects and different things. So we'll have to see. But yeah.
Enosh, if you can, I think you should, moving forward, get an external hard drive.
I've got external hard drives. That that wasn't really the problem, because I upload stuff into the cloud and everything else. It was just that it was in a certain program, and the files are in the program. And you have to export them, and I just hadn't done that yet. Those are the only I had two things. Oh, well, there were a few things. There were a couple of video editing things that I had not uploaded those projects yet, to the cloud, and I had also not uploaded the song to the cloud.
Dang.
Gotta save, people. Gotta save. Tupac lives down under in Australia. He's living in a land down under. I like Men at Work too. Who could it be now? Who could it be now? Who could it be knocking at my door?
It's me.
Go away. Don't
Okay.
come around here no more.
All right, fine. I just want some hot sauce.
Okay. We'll give you some. Thank you, Amparo. I love it all, man. I love music. I just love music. I love even new stuff, man. Enosh is a blink like me. I'm a blink. What's a blink?
Blink?
Is that like Blink 182?
All the
Like
small
things.
We don't want to
She
get
left
you
me roses
demonetized.
by the stairs. Surprises let me know she cares. Say it ain't so. I will not go. Turn the lights on. Carry me home. Na, 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 na,
Demonetized.
You know what? I kind of want to see your little handheld crocodile thing going na 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 na.
Well, I don't know where it is right now.
Oh my gosh!
I think it got tired of saying Nicotina's mom. I think it's on a break.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, no. Okay, Aladdin. I'm not a big Stone Sour fan, per se, but I love Foo Fighters. I think the best thing that came out of Nirvana was David Grohl. I know that for some people that's controversial, but I love Foo Fighters. David Grohl is so talented. I'm sorry. It is. Hey. What is up? Hey, man. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Zentech over here just sent in a $5. It's not a super chat, but kind of like a super chat. He sent it to the PayPal. So thank you so much. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you, man, for sure. But yeah, hey, Polo Kwan, we'll be thinking about you. But I would love to hear about like what your project is, right? If you can talk about it. But I'd love to hear about like kind of what you do. Yes, I have a Snyder cut song. It is done. The music is pretty cool. It's all digital, so that's why I did it on that laptop. It's an all digital thing. Usually I'm playing guitar. I just got a Fender Telecaster finally to add to my stable of guitars.
Ooh.
And I'm so excited about it. I got a Telecaster, buddy of mine, from a buddy of mine, and so I'm super excited about that. Yes, Dave. It's red. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. I don't think I have any pictures of it. I did have a picture of it.
Dave Chappelle is awesome.
Dave Chappelle is the man. I tell you what, I love Chappelle's show. I absolutely love Chappelle's show.
He hated it after. That's why he left. He hated what it was becoming, I think. And I mean, it's still a funny show. I'm rewatching it. It still makes me laugh, even though the jokes are very dated. But it's still one of those shows you could. Up there he goes again. So welcome to the Saggy Melon Show. No, he's back. Never mind. Crap. But yeah, no, Dave Chappelle's show is great. I'm glad that they paid him, and I was kind of heartbroken when he was on stage saying, "Guys, cancel me. Cancel me. They're not paying me. Cancel me." Because he had to get talked back into coming back. You know, when he left, he was done, and then he got talked back into coming back. So cancel culture worked for him.
Check out this guitar that I just got from my buddy, guys. I cannot wait to start playing this thing.
Ooh, that is a red.
It's a red. It is so pretty.
You know what it's missing?
So pretty. What's that?
Superman symbol.
Yeah, so it's funny you mentioned that. I've got a black Ibanez that has my picture on it. My old band, one of our album covers is me. It's the band, but it's me, and I'm like standing like this. My hand is like down here near the thing, down the camera, and I got these sunglasses on. And we played at the University of Wisconsin in Sheboygan, and the guy who made the flyer did not use our artwork and our picture that we sent ahead of time. He drew us. And I took the flyer, I brought it back home. I worked at Kinko's at the time, and I had vinyl overlays made. And so for a long time, I had one on the back of my car, and it's like an outline of me like that. It was pretty cool. And so I put one on that guitar. It's pretty funny.
You gotta do a stream where you're playing and singing some guitar sometime.
I should, I should do that. I should do that.
Yeah, I would love to see you play.
Yeah, I should do just like a cool, fun, like music stream. Yes, Film Gob, you're right. I've been saying this. Says the good fight ends March 18th for me. What does that mean? Gob, are you done?
Are you turning into a blob? What are you evaporating?
Dude, Film Gob can't leave. We need Film Gob in this world.
I just subscribed to him. You can't leave. I just discovered you. How dare you?
Dude, you can't leave, man. Dude, you gotta stick it out, man. The fight is just starting on March 18th. They think we're all gonna go away, man. They think we're just done. We're not done. We are not done. We're just beginning. We're bringing the heat for sure.
I'm crying.
A lot of Foo Fighters love up in here. Did you pack up your collection of Nicotina's mom's photos? Those are on a separate hard drive, all by themselves.
Secret hard drive.
Poor Nicotina's mom. Well, I'll have to figure that out. The call-in thing is a little bit different. Like, it's weird. I can't even share my screen, Saggy.
You can't share your screen?
On an iPad or your phone or whatever, you don't have that option. That's why I had to bring in all that article and everything as pictures, because you cannot share your screen. So it's kind of frustrating. Ew. And so, but I'll figure it out, Zentech. I'll figure it out for sure. They like the guitar, amazing red. Thank you so much.
Fire.
What's up, Sudir? Pluto says, is that like an infrared finish, or is it just the camera lighting? It might just be the camera lighting. It's got like a wood grain finish. But it's beautiful. Oh, and by the way, it's not a bolt-on neck. It's a in-body neck. So yeah, it's not bolted on.
Ooh.
Zentech says, dude, I'm an Ibanez guy. what were you playing? So I have two Ibanez. I have an Ibanez acoustic that I use at church and for different things. It's purple with gold hardware. I love that. And then so my Ibanez was my main guitar for a long time when I was younger, and it's kind of uncommon now. Actually, it's an Ibanez RG 270 limited. So even though it's a 270, I had a friend who had a 470, and my guitar was so much better than his. I mean, probably the best action I've ever had on a guitar. Do you know what that is, Saggy?
No.
When I say the best action, that it had low action.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. The action is the distance that the string is from the fretboard. That's called the action. And so you want that to be, as low as you can get it without it buzzing, and making noise. And that guitar, man, was odd because it just makes it easier to play. You can play a lot faster when you're doing that. And so, especially for my big meaty hands, my size 15 ring hands, it helps out for sure. So, but that guitar was fun.
My grandfather was a bassist player, so
heck
played
yeah.
the bass for church.
I've got an LTD bass that I love. That's like a deep dark red. Double MJ says, when a hero stumbles, the cowards rejoice. Nothing feels better to a coward than to watch a brave guy fall. Dave Chappelle. That's a great statement.
Hey, Dave Chappelle. Chappelle Show. Chappelle Show.
Chappelle Show. Chappelle Show. George says, will you be watching the IGN Fan Fest with Zack Snyder this weekend? I think they're using my video question. I will have to check that out. I was not aware of that. So, yeah, I'll have to check that out. Polo, you're right. The world needs Film God. Steppenwolf demands that you continue the fight. We will fight onwards. Absolutely. Thank you, Nicotina's mom. She said that last night, too.
Wait a minute.
Did I freak you out?
Wait, that you froze the whole time? I was looking at my phone like, did my screen freeze?
Nope.
was
I was
you?
just messing with you.
How did you do that? I'm looking at what the? That's freaky. Don't do that. That's freaky. I got quiet. I was like, did it freeze? I was freaking out. Oh my god. I thought I lagged out. That is so creepy.
Nope.
How did you do that?
I did that just to mess with you.
That I was freaking you were so perfect. I'm like, did I lose a stream? Did I disconnect? What the heck? Oh my god.
Everybody's in here like, he got me.
Everyone was frantically pressing the play button. And it didn't help because I'm a friggin' still picture, so no one knew what was going on.
But he's like, Enosh is nuts.
So I wasn't the only one that thought he really did freeze because he got so still. Oh my god, that's so creepy that you can
that
do
was
that.
great.
Wait, one more time. I need to. Oh my god. How do you do that? You're a wizard. You are a wizard. Oh my god, that's freaky. Has anyone else noticed? This is freaky. Right, that's a weird. That is so crazy. I feel like you've practiced this.
Never.
That's so weird. I didn't see a slight arm twitch. Y'all are bugging. What the? Looks like he's calling for somebody. About to call for someone. Oh my god, Enoch is just bugging right now. It is way too early in the morning for this. That is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. This man just freeze framed himself. He's not budging. I can't even make him laugh. Okay, the finger I see.
Yeah, I figured moving.
Fingers hurt a little hard, especially when you're suspended in the air. A little bit. Oh my god. It's like he just took a picture of himself and just froze. That's crazy. You are all seeing this. I'm not bugging. Okay. I know it's early, but this is weird. I wonder how long he's gonna go. Oh my goodness, that's so weird. Can you move? Move! Move! I'm freaking out. Move, please. Oh my god. I think this is what I expected him to do, like break during that last stream, Matt Jarbo and Tony. I expected him to break and just freeze like this, but he's really still going. He hasn't even blinked yet. How? Do not have a staring contest with this man. You will lose. Look at him. He's not even making a single movement. That's wild. Wild. Okay, there's a finger. Jeez, that's so crazy.
I refreshed my YouTube. Crazy, man. Oh my gosh.
I really
Good
thought
morning,
he
guys.
did.
Everybody's just getting up here. Plenty of fish profile.
Plenty of.
Did the chin stroke.
That's crazy. He didn't. The fact that you didn't blink, that's what got me. Cause like at least he would blink by now, but no, he wasn't
You're
blinking.
a wizard.
He is a wizard.
Lordy gosh. I have not watched WandaVision yet. That'll be tonight at 8 p.m. We'll still be doing our watch party. So yep, turned wireless off thinking internet was gone. I'm sorry.
You're such a bad troll for that. That was a big troll.
You were so still. Please stand by. Enosh is rebooting. Put this on.
You know what's crazy? I really did check my phone to make sure the stream was still going. I was like freaking out. I'm sitting there like, is the stream still going? I was about to type, I think we froze, Enosh. You did that deliberately.
I did. I sure did.
That was a good one. That was a freaking good one.
I sure did. Yeah, okay. So yeah, he is actually frozen.
You really did.
Somebody should play Madonna's Vogue Strike the Pose. So it's like, just modeling real.
I'm waiting for Cylon to make that little animation of you doing the Patrick Stewart stuff.
Come on, Vogue. Let your body move to the music. I had such a crush on Madonna at 13. And now I'm just like, oh.
Really? I think she looks okay.
Mm.
She aged okay.
Yeah, I like when people like age, appropriately without trying to do too much to themselves,
It's a Hollywood game. I'm used to it. If you got money.
Yeah. You must have been a champion at music statues when you were a kid.
Freaking crazy.
Danny Boy says, blimey, Enosh, I thought my PC had crashed. It's twitchy at the best of times, and I nearly did a complete reboot. I'm so sorry. Oh,
Love how he did that to mess with me, but he messed with the entire stream.
Go right. This is a good way to get out of a boring call. Like, well, I'm sorry that you have that complaint. My thought on it is, and maybe if you just,
make it seem like you're lagging really hard. I'm getting so much lag. I'm sorry. I gotta go. I gotta reboot my computer. Oh my god, I'm crying.
This is amazing. Yes, Nightmare, you are so right. It takes years for plastic to age.
Not unless you melt it.
Yeah, it's so funny though to look back on that, man, and just know that I had such a crush on Madonna. And now it's just like, ooh. Wow.
Everyone had a crush on Madonna. Madonna was she paved the way for certain things that I was like, you go, girl. But now, yeah, she's a little.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. When she was in the movie Dick Tracy, she looked excellent in Dick Tracy. Yep.
I liked her in that one movie. What was it? The one about Argentina, where she did that.
Oh,
really
yeah,
good song.
yeah, yeah.
Can't
Yeah,
think
that
of
was controversial, man. Nobody wanted her to play that role.
Yeah, well, I love the song. The song was beautiful. She did it very well.
Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I never left you. I was wearing lingerie in another video. Right, Nightmare? Everybody's got, Evita. Everybody's got a guilty pleasure.
Oh yeah, I had to look it up, Evita. Yeah,
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Well, you know what? This was a fun stream.
it was a fun stream.
We
You
do what we
froze
do.
like 50 times.
You know what? We learned some things today, hopefully, kids, that just because you dated somebody 10 years ago doesn't mean you're a bad person.
Yeah, I mean, God, Gina Carano in that picture. Gee, good
Right?
Lord. Like, absolutely freaking stunning. I wonder why they didn't stay together.
I don't know. I don't know, man. She was she still is. She's a very attractive woman. Let's see. Yo, Enosh, this is Dexian. Oh, hey, how you doing? And I changed my name like in my Vero's account for you guys to easier calling my name. Have you guys taken a nap yet? It's still 6 a.m. Yeah, no, it's 6:17 here, and nope. But now I know that that's you, Dex. Peter Rabbit's Defender. I like it. That's cool. Drav Walker, what's up, Luke? Says, I friggin' knew Enosh was going to say Dick Tracy. Great movie. Great movie. Underappreciated movie. Beautiful movie. All-star cast of a movie. I feel like, okay, so guys, I got something over on the Discord where I'm asking people to put in there's a section just under the Poindexter Lounge section. I asked for people to put in their movies that you would like me to just do like retro reviews for, and Dick Tracy is one I'm definitely going to do.
I want to see if Dick Tracy on Netflix. Is it on Netflix?
No, it's on HBO Max.
Of course.
Yep, it's in the Turner Classic Movies section. Guys, check out the Turner Classic Movies section on HBO Max because it's filled with movies that you wouldn't think was normally in Turner Classic Movies. But another one that I'm going to do that's one of my personal favorites, Saggy, is 12 Angry Men.
Ooh, 12 Angry Men.
Have you ever watched 12 Angry Men?
I haven't. I think I've seen it. Have I seen 12 Angry Men? I think I have seen it. It's just been. I don't know. Remind me the storyline.
Black and white. It's not very long, and it's got a lot of old familiar faces in it, but it is a stunning movie. It is fantastic.
I feel like I did see 12 Angry Men. Just can't remember it.
There was a remake in the 90s. It tried to recreate the original with some other, bigger names at the time. Tony Danza's in it. But man, the original, you just can't beat it. It's so good. It's so good. Let's see, Enosh, I still Polaquan says, Enosh, I still have to playlist your music. I will keep in touch with you for sure. March seems like a good month. That's awesome. Yeah, you guys, you can find my band's music on Spotify. You can find it on Apple, Music, pretty much all the streaming services. It's Waking Vegas. Now, if you look that up, you will probably find a bunch of stuff by Katy Perry, Waking Up in Vegas, but that's not what it is. My band is called Waking Vegas. And you can listen to some of the stuff I do. We've got a female singer, her and I trade off vocals, Leslie and I, in that band. And I got to upload some of my older stuff in there too. But and I plan on, if I get the Snyder Cut thing done, that will also be available on streaming and on all the services as well. But I got to hopefully get that laptop back. I'm supposed to turn it in on Sunday. That's the thing, like for my job, because my last day on my job is Sunday. And that'd be interesting.
Enosh, a movie that I think you would like, I Care a Lot. I just watched it. It has Peter Dinklage in it. It's actually surprisingly, it's a really good movie. I was like, not like, my dad was like, you should watch I Care a Lot. It's got the guy from Game of Thrones. I was like, really? Oh my God, it's so good. It was so good.
Wow. George here says, I'm heading off. I think we are too. Great stream as always, Enosh. Thanks for the entertainment this morning. Have a good day, chat. Enosh and Saggy. Thank you. I like having Saggy here. Saggy's a great co-host.
Yay, but have a great night or morning. Good morning.
Heck yeah, heck yeah. Oh, Peter Rabbit's Defender loves it. It says 12 Angry Men is a pure cinema. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. This is why we get Trial of Chicago 7 in recently. You know what? We may need to do a watch party for 12 Angry Men. I got a few movies that I want to do. I want to do a watch party for 12 Angry Men. I'd love to do one for UHF with Weird Al. Great movie. And some others. You know, I know that's like a... It's like 12 Angry Men, one of cinema's greatest achievements. And then UHF with Weird Al Yankovic, which I would argue, too, is a cult classic and deserves a lot of love. So there you go.
I'm officially hating Netflix right now because I typed in 12 Angry Men in Netflix, and the top things are the 12th Man, the Trial of Chicago 7, and the Founder. So yeah, that's what I suggested instead of 12 Angry Men. The Founder.
The Founder? That's a good movie, though.
I know, but it's like, what does that have to do with 12 Angry Men? Are they at a McDonald's?
Nothing. No. No.
Ooh, Inception's there too. Ooh, okay.
Do you like Casablanca? Okay, so here's something. I have never actually watched Casablanca.
Get out.
I need to do it. I know it's a classic. I just watched Citizen Kane for the first time this last year during COVID. I also watched Forbidden Planet for the first time thanks to my friend Pelican74 here on the channel. He told me, he says, Enosh, you got to watch it. And I was like, okay. And so I took a night and I watched it, and it was great. Loved it. Fantastic. So.
Ooh, Django. Django's a good movie. Sorry.
I haven't seen Django Unchained either.
Are you real? What? Oh my god.
I know.
Enosh. The face I'm giving you right now is the exact same face you gave me when I said I didn't watch Batman vs Superman.
Like, I figured.
Django was so freaking good. If you are okay hearing words that you are probably not used to hearing.
like frigate?
No, well, not really. The other word.
There's another word?
A bad word. A racial word, very bad word. But it was about it's about those times. So yeah. But it's actually really
like
good.
Parkwell?
What the heck's a Tamama Wawa? I am Palpatine.
I'm a Palpatine. That's a crazy theory thing that was out there. Like you've watched have you watched Star Wars, the sequels?
Yeah, I watched I think it was Return of Skywalker? I didn't see The Last Jedi.
Oh,
wait, maybe hold on. No, I lied. It's either, which the one where, spoiler alert, Luke comes up and he dies at the end, or vaporizes at the end.
That's The Last Jedi.
Okay, then I did see The Last Jedi. I don't think I've seen Rise of Skywalker.
Did you watch The Force Awakens? Where they introduce Rey for the first time?
No, and I didn't see the
There's a scene there where there's BB-8 and he's being tracked. It's when she first meets BB-8, and there's this junker alien who has him in a net and everything, and she runs up and she speaks to him in his own language, says Talama Parkwa. She's Talama Parkwa. Well, somebody took that and they had this insane theory that if you take the L and you bring it down, you can make an I out of it. And then there's AM, and then you bring that A down, right? And then the P you can bring down, the A you can bring down, the R you flip upside down and it becomes an L. The Q you flip upside down and turn it around and it becomes a P. The U, for some reason, goes over there, it goes upside down and becomes an N. The T comes from Talama and comes all the way over to be a T in Palpatine. And the A, you can flip it upside down and it becomes an E there on the end. And you get her telling us in episode 7 that she was indeed a Palpatine.
Yep. I don't think that's how that works.
Nope.
At all.
No, it's insane. It's an insane theory.
It is an insane theory because that's not how that whole wordplay thingy works. Like how they did it with like Voldemort and Tom Riddle. It's like
Stupid! You're so stupid!
yeah, that's
That's from UHF. That clip right there is from UHF. Weird Al
is it?
Yep. So yeah, I'm at like season 4 of Reno 911. I'm trying to get through that. Yep.
Peter. Ooh. Yes.
I know I definitely need to watch it. Like, look, with all of this, look, movies are movies still. You got to understand when a movie was made, you should not erase history, as far as I'm concerned. It doesn't mean that you justify it. It doesn't mean that you accept it or say that it's okay. But if you erase history and you act like it never happened, or you try to get rid of it because it's offensive or it makes you feel uncomfortable, you will repeat it and you'll make worse mistakes. And the problem is once people erase history, then people can make history whatever they wanted it to be. And no one knows the difference. That's one of the problems with our society nowadays. You ask young people about a lot of stuff in the past, they have no clue about history, Saggy.
No, they don't. Oh, well, that reminds me of the other movie. The other old movie, what the heck was it? It's about the guy who was in the military and he was left alone, and then Indians come and he joins them. Oh my God, what was that movie called? It was an older movie, and he ends up falling in love with a woman who was also like not a native, but they adopted her. Oh my God, what was it? Something about wolves.
Dances with Wolves?
Yes, Dances with Wolves. That one. That one. I know in today's society probably wouldn't have hit well, but oh my God, that was a beautiful movie, and the message in it was also so beautiful. But regardless of the message, people in today's society would be like, no, you can't do that. The representation of the Indians. They had a lot of Indian actors. I love that movie. That is one of my favorite movies ever, Dances with Wolves. I just couldn't think of it because I'm exhausted. But I love that.
Luke, you're right. I also have not seen any of the Godfathers.
Enosh. There are some things I've seen that you don't see. So like I guess at this point we can agree live on stream that next time I say I haven't seen a certain movie, you can't give me the look.
Oh, I'll still give you the look.
Okay, I'll still give you the look too. You can't see it, but I'm giving it to you.
I knew you were. Yeah, whoever came up with that theory did have way too much time on their hand. Yeah, Cylon's in there with Dancing with Wolves. Saggy Mills. Tatanka. Now, let me tell you something here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. I know a Tatanka. Oh, yeah. I know Tatanka really well. Oh, yeah. Tatanka. Tatanka is getting up in the Macho Man's business there, Cylon Scotty. If you know what I mean, And the Macho Man does not take well to Tatanka, thinking that he's going to take away what I fought so hard for. You want to know something, Saggy? In reality, I have always wanted a WWE or WWF, the Winged Eagle belt, like from back when I was a kid. Somebody was selling it on Marketplace today for $120. But it's all right, because the Macho Man doesn't need to buy it. The Macho Man fights for it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because you see, the cream rises to the top. Oh, yeah. The cream of the crop. That's what the Macho Man is, trying to keep it low-key because the kids are upstairs sleeping, if you know what I mean, yeah. And, they don't really dig when the Macho Man comes out at 6 in the morning, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to sleep. But the thing is Tatanka, let me tell you something, man. Yeah, you come out here and you think that you can take on the Macho Man. But you ain't got nothing on the Macho Man, because the Macho Man has the madness. The madness. The Macho Man is looking right at you. Look at me right here in my eyes. You can see the reflection, of the screen that I'm looking at. I'm looking into your soul there, Tatanka. Heck yeah. Cylon Scotty knows. Cylon Scotty knows really well. Yeah. You could take your dances with wolves, but I've danced with the wolves, Saggy. I've been to the top of the mountain, yeah. I've run with the wolves. I've run with the gazelles, and I've watched the lions come and pounce. But at the end of the day, the Macho Man stood alone. Yeah. That's right, because the Macho Man doesn't need anyone. The Macho Man is the king of the jungle, oh yeah. And you know what? That's how it is, how it was, and how it's going to be, if I want to quote my good friend Bret Hart, yeah. But you know what? Bret doesn't even understand the madness. So I invite you to come in, take a look deep into the soul of the Macho Man, Randy Savage, and know the madness is here to stay, and the madness runs deep, and the madness is running on you. Yeah, what you gonna do, Hogan? Be a man. Be a man, Hogan. Step it up. But right now I'm talking to you, Tatanka. Deal with it. You know what I'm talking about. Dig it!
Preach, you go on.
I haven't done that in a while. That's for Cylon.
Cylon, yes.
Yes, that's for Cylon. Ooh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I do. I definitely got to watch The Godfather. Don't watch Godfather 3. Woo!
Woo!
We live in a society where internet trolls somehow have an impact on actors' lives, and honor is a distant memory. Great comment, guy. Love it.
Truth you
Today is
speak.
Ric Flair's birthday. Happy birthday, Ric Flair. Love you, man. You're welcome, buddy. Says you certainly bring the madness. I love you, bro. For sure. Music Man says, nice, Enosh. Well, I think that's a nice way to end the stream today. Saggy, thank you for joining me tonight on this little rant of mine.
Thanks.
I don't like to see I don't like to see stuff like this. You know what I mean? Like I want to see. I like truth, and I'm a big fan of justice.
Yeah.
So that'll trigger some people, I know, and I understand why. But you guys know what I mean. This guy is just great, and Henry is just awesome. I love Henry and what he does. I want to see him in more Superman movies. I want to see more of him. And we don't need this kind of negativity coming around here just because he dated, Gina Carano 10 years ago.
Yeah.
That needs to get out of here. So
Yeah, he needs to get back and do The Witcher, though, because I'm getting a little annoyed with part 2 not coming out anytime soon. Like, let's go, Henry. I know you're doing Justice League and Superman, but, like, can we show some love to Witcher, please? Because you were amazing in that.
The Witcher's coming. It
Needs to come sooner. I will cry.
All right. Well, hey guys, thanks for hanging out tonight on my little late night stream, and we love you guys. I'm very, very thankful for all of you, and I think that you're all tiff-tastic. There you go. All right, guys. Saggy, why don't you tell them where they can find you?
Yeah, you can find me, Saggy Melons with the Z, for the love of Lord and all that is holy. Please do not put an S in the melons. You will be taken to a dark corner of the internet, and I kid you not when I say that. If you're curious, go for it, but Saggy Melons with the Z, and that's where you find me on Twitch, Twitter, and the YouTubers.
There you go. And of course, you guys know you can find us all over, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. And of course, join our new Discord. Silent Scotty's been working really hard on that, and he's got some really cool things planned for it, giveaways, fun stuff. Tonight, be back here at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll probably do a stream this afternoon as well, just because I got time on my hands, and there's a couple things I want to do and talk about. But be back here for 8 p.m. And even if you've already watched it, rewatch, the newest episode of WandaVision with us and hear our review. All right, and then Saturday we're giving away that cool DVD set of Cloverfield, so you can actually watch on the last one and get cool stuff like this.
Nicotina's mom! Oh yeah! Nicotina's mom!
Guys, remember to never let anybody tell you that your fandom doesn't matter, and don't tell anybody that their fandom doesn't matter either. You know, just strive to have good conversations with people that you disagree with about different things and topics, and you know, communication is the key, and communication is what will get us through. And as fans of pop culture, I think that that's what we should always go for. And so I encourage you to do that. All right. And if you do that, there'll always be a place for you here in the Poindexter Lounge. Until next time, stay nerdy.